Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, Rovi, and MScribe, and today we're going to be talking about King, the Royals, and some Bitcoin stuff.
Bitcoin stuff?
Yeah.
What specifically?
Like how awesome Bitcoin is?
Bitcoin's still cool?
Yeah.
I guess it is still cool. But
yeah.
We're definitely doing some things to Bitcoin that's never been done.
we're definitely doing things to Bitcoin, that's for sure.
Yeah, and with it, you know.
And from it.
In all different directions, whatever. Bitcoin is definitely the center of everything we're trying to do, right?
Right.
Which is insane when you think about it. But yeah anyways, what's happening right now in real time, dude? Today is Tuesday, and from our spot on the earth.
Yeah, Tuesday.
May 14th, around roughly 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And about 5 or 6 hours ago, something happened.
Yeah, well, I've been awake since, I couldn't sleep last night, actually.
For real? You didn't sleep at all?
I couldn't. Well, I mean, I slept, but I couldn't, actually rest.
So,
I don't know why. It's not even that critical, really. It's just...
What do you mean it's not that critical? This was as critical as it gets.
Well, the issue is that we had to wake up at 5 a.m. because here's how it went down, right? We picked a block.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we picked a block, essentially.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be minting around 4 o'clock our time. Mm-hmm. But then Bitcoin is slow. Yeah. For some reason. And then all of a sudden it was at 4 a.m. and then it was at 6 a.m. in the morning. And then finally it was at 7 a.m., something like that.
Yeah, that's the non-arbitrary life we're living now, dude.
Basically.
We're literally about it, dude. We're as about non-arbitrariness, We've literally abandoned arbitrary human time.
We did.
We've abandoned it, dude. Who the hell sets arbitrary times anymore?
We're on Bitcoin's time now.
Yeah, Bitcoin is the true rubric as far as our existence, right?
Yeah.
It's not arbitrary, dude. Whatever the blocks can go, they can proliferate at whatever speed they want.
That's true.
It's a non-arbitrary force.
We felt it this time.
Yeah, it's a real force happening, right? It has its own rhythm, its own pulse, and we're just living in that reality.
Yeah, exactly. So finally it launched, and I have a little video for you guys to see. So what does it look like to launch one of these things if you haven't seen it? So this is the live video here. I'm going to kind of speed it through, and there we go. So check this out.
I'm so glad you recorded this. All right.
Yeah, so here it starts. People start trickling in. The block gets mined. First guy gets the first square.
Wow. Hold on. To rewind that. You got to look at that motherfucker, dude. He went straight for it, dude.
Yeah.
I got to see that
mined.
Dude. Hold on. Where did he load in from, though? Can you, slow this down? I want to see. This is a highlight play, dude.
Yeah, here he goes. He flies right there. It's
they're fighting for it, dude. There's two guys trying to click on it. It's motherfucker. And only one guy got it. Damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. It's working. PvP. This is real.
Exactly.
Now, we don't have, hand grenades and rocket launchers yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
But those red squares, those are the random selection of squares for the team allocation.
Yeah.
So as a creator, you can deploy one of these tokens. You can set a team allocation. Could be any number. Mm-hmm. And so in this case for Royals, it was 400. Mm-hmm. And then the 400 get chosen randomly.
Yeah. And
then they get scattered throughout the map here.
Yeah, so this is literally this is basically World of Warcraft, is what you're saying.
Yes.
That's what this looks like.
It's basically Halo.
Yeah. But in its most primitive form.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool to see this happen. We've been testing this obviously so this phase 1 that's going on for 24-hour period, right? It's literally ongoing as we speak.
Yeah.
Here it says 0% right now. I think we're around 15%.
Yeah, so
based on the whitelist participants of this phase.
Yeah, you want to see what this looks like now?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in here. We're looking at 15% right now, so a few hours. And so this phase was very specific. It was a Bitcoin Babbies.
Yeah.
It was, I guess, a community from the past, and they're bringing them into the...
It's a demonstration of exactly why this is important, right? Creators, deployers, you get to set your own parameters, right? In King's case, this is there's an existing community, right? So that gets some primary accessibility to this mint, right? And this is what this phase demonstrates. That is future deployers. They can have completely open mints that have no whitelisting. If you want to do that, you're probably gonna like generate quite the pandemonium experience, like the pile-in effect.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what we're hoping to see down the line.
Yeah.
Different deployers, right? But this is cool too. This is a demonstration of the flexibility, I guess, of what you could do in the system.
Yeah, and the people that were whitelisted here, they could claim more than one, right? Some had multiple Bitcoin babbies in their wallet, and therefore it was 1 for 1 for how many BTC babbies you had. So that's why you see the holder count here at 651, but 1334 for circulating supply. So
exactly
almost 2-to-1 ratio practically.
Yeah. So again, this whole thing was concocted as a result of the hyper concentration of like free and open minting, like how DMT began.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like BRC-20s, anything else. You know, it got some actors figured out how to take a larger share of the pie, essentially.
Yeah.
And that creates, many different like friction points for creators and, ecosystem deployers. Like, fuck, it's kind of hard to get past that.
Yeah.
Right. When there's too much like market control from like the starting point. So yeah, that's what led to this whole development.
Right.
Blockpad is what it's called, but actually it's privileged authority that enables all of this. So
yeah,
we've been talking about this a lot over the last few weeks. So, and we put out some articles. You guys can read up on that on our Medium page.
Track has been great, man. We've been working with Benny and the boys.
That's right.
For a long time.
Yes, we have. It's been literally like 6 months nonstop.
Yeah.
Since like November of last year. Well, actually before that, that's whenever we first deployed everything.
Well, I mean, even before that with bitmap stuff too.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, definitely shout out to the team at Track for like enabling this, pushing the ball forward. That damn invisible ball, dude. It's
finally
somebody needs to start kicking that thing.
Somebody, yeah.
So I think this is proof that there's something is happening, right? That's what we're trying to show everybody.
Yeah, and so what you're looking at here is just the first of 4 phases, right? This one's a tame phase. Yeah. Right? So this is not the crazy phase. I think the second phase is where it gets crazy. All the crown holders.
Inscribe crown holders, testers, NatCap minters.
Yeah.
And I think phase 3, just other whitelisted communities. Yeah, that's whenever the party really starts, right?
Yeah.
Like towards the top of the map is where everybody likes to like chill. Like, look right now, dude. There's over 2,000 spectators here.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, they're watching the show.
They're watching the show and they're waiting for their moment to come in and pile in. It's like they want to get their block, right? I'm sure they're all like studying the blocks and like imagining what they could potentially render, right? That's the point. These numbers here, these blocks all contain individual unique data sets, right?
Yeah.
And King decided not to like proliferate the knowledge as far as like how these assets are going to be rendered, like non-arbitrarily, right? So it really is like you're shooting darts here, but
we don't know where the rarities are or anything.
Yeah. But I mean, based on precedents and like, NatCats and stuff, the block height can have some sort of like
like if you got a palindrome, for example, it might be rare, but it might not be. Just depends. Just depends on how they did the art.
I mean, it's for sure rare in like occurrence, right? And just from like a mathematics
100%,
perspective. So yeah, it's like it
could be ignored by the creator though.
That's exactly. So right here, this is pure degen like heaven here. It's like I get to speculate not on just the future outcome of these things. Now I got to speculate on like what the data is actually going to like turn into.
Yeah, but if you think about it, let's say you got a palindrome and it's provably rare, right? Because there's a few of them, and it's like a very basic looking
it's
character.
Common, yeah.
Well, it might be the only basic looking one, which could be rare in itself.
Wait. Like what? Like a naked?
Yeah.
It's like a naked version.
Yeah.
It's like none of the it's a plain Jane. It's like one of them plain Jane Rolexes, dude. Right. Sometimes those are kind of hot.
Yeah.
So everyone's icing them out these days and stuff. It's like you're tainting the art, dude.
Yeah.
It's like in its purest form sometimes. Yeah, there's a market for that for sure.
Yeah, it's a clean looking one.
But that's the fun of this, right? It's the wonder and the thought experiment of like, how's the market going to respond to all this stuff? We don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's literally just now happening as we speak. So
yeah.
Secondary market activity to be determined soon.
All right, so let's take a look at what the reactions. Yeah. So Alex here, thank you, says just finished minting the Royals DMT allocation. Super smooth mint. Congratulations to King and MScribe. Mint link here.
Yeah, smooth. Thank God, dude.
Man.
If you don't realize the sweat.
Yeah, just watch our other videos where we explain how sweaty it got.
Yeah, if you were a tester, you understand. You were sweating there right with us, dude. Especially you Xverse users. Like, fuck, dude, the sweat is on, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah, this is shout out to Xverse. Definitely look at the situation where a user can accidentally send all of their funds to the miners. There should be some sort of like
safeguard.
Yeah, safeguard, some sort of message
protocol.
It's like, you are about to send all of your money to the miners. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That this is early days, dude. Just give them a break. Early days.
That's just feedback, dude. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. So these things happen, right? And
Yeah.
we're proof of it. Just in case you needed that data point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're super glad everything went out as of so far. This first phase, everything is swimming.
Yeah.
You know.
Next phase is definitely going to be tougher.
Yeah, we're expecting a triple to quintuple pile-in effect, like what you just saw in that little clip.
I'm expecting like 4,000 people.
Yeah, 3,000 to 4,000 is my expectation. They're just gonna pile in there, it's like they're actually battling for the blocks, dude. It's gonna be quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of scared, dude.
The sweat's back on, dude. All right.
All right. King, another tweet here. The block pad is a work of art itself. Congrats to mscribe.
Thank you, King.
Yeah, let me zoom out here and let me explain why this is actually a work of art.
Yeah, some people said our color palette choice is pretty disgusting, though.
They're wrong.
I mean, we're not actually artists, guys.
They would be wrong.
Like our color choices. I mean, I don't know. I'm partially colorblind. All I see is orange these days with these fucking glasses on. So yeah, everything looks fine to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So like if you zoom out, you get to see kind of like the aftermath of this war.
Yeah, it's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is this is what we wanted to see, right? Bitmap was like the first version of this, first attempt at doing something like this, like attributing new value to the blocks, right? And then of course, there was so much beauty in that it galvanized, one of the more engaged communities in all of Ordinals, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there are bigger holder count communities out there, but
through an airdrop, but that's fine.
Right? Yeah, But yeah, like that's the whole idea of DMTs, like perpetuate like this whole this beauty, this magic indefinitely, right? For any use case.
Yeah.
Right. And we're seeing it here happening with these initial UNAT deployments.
Yeah. It's been interesting. I mean, just having a kind of like a different minting experience, I think that adds a lot of value to the art itself, to the actual art. Yeah. Right. So
there's that vertical. So there's more reactions here we can kind of get into. So this is it. Yeah, CryptoFox, kind of like identifying these verticals we're talking about. No front running.
Yeah. So we currently have DMT, the Royals mint going on. It's so refreshing to see the following: no front running, no transaction fee spikes, just calm. Individuals peacefully shopping around, selecting their blocks. Pure and utter genius from mscribe team.
Appreciate it, dude. That's claps for that, dude. Yeah, here we go.
Thank you.
All right, dude.
All right.
So far, we're taking in all the what's the word, adoration we can get.
Yeah.
And just in case phase 2 and 3 end up as a calamity, we're gonna enjoy this moment and soak it in while everybody's like, dude, you guys killed it, you crushed it.
We got another tweet. It says, just a thought. Eventually, the DMT NAT minting experience on mscribe will one day be 3-dimensional in the metaverse. Like the current interactive 2D minting experience for the Royals, a 3D version will allow whitelist members to mint in a 3D environment and interact with each other, maybe even fight each other for the right to mint. How cool would that be? And then, so this guy gets it.
Yeah.
And then the people commenting, they also get it.
Yeah.
It was like search and destroy mode. The team that wins takes the inscriptions.
Yep.
And then it's like, I have the same thought. Inscribed space mixed with a Call of Duty Halo jump onto a grid of numbered blocks where first to reach and inscribe wins the block.
Yeah, you always wondered why Fortnite and like what's the other game, PUBG, like why is there like this oozing gas around the perimeter of this map that's like, forcing everyone towards the center.
Yeah.
It's for ultimate combat, right? But what if like at that center point where everyone's like last man standing, gets to claim like
Yeah.
the first block or something like that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That could be the future, and that's always in our mind, right? Because again, we are metaverse maxis.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
the squares don't have to be static in their position, right?
No,
what
no,
what
no,
if
no.
you select you own a square like the gray one, and it gets pushed out to the outside, and then all the orange squares are concentrated to the center,
Yeah.
and then we have more fighting, more battling, more grenades and stuff,
Yeah.
and then it just a show just ensues.
Yeah, of course. That's like what we're dreaming about, right? But that is like the ultimate end game like vision for all this. Like why make this thing multiplayer? Why make this a shared PvP experience? Like why not just have a mint button like everybody else?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Because it's boring.
I guess so. Yeah, we're just kind of
That's
sick
why.
of that, and we want to do some new stuff. That's it. So like, why not? Right?
Yeah.
See where it goes.
So Jake comes in here and says, the Block Runner guys have a unique product with mScribe Blockpad, a PvP experience to mint newly formed DMT assets. If you have been in ordinals for a while, you know the minting experience is make or break for newly formed meta protocols. First is ordinals, open mint is BRC20, and Blockpad, DMT, forming. The check mark is forming, dude.
Yeah, weird question
It's
mark
buffering.
status. I agree with the question mark status. Is definitely like we're getting close.
Yeah.
Like we got obviously like 15% of that check mark right there. We got like the little divot in the beginning.
Yeah.
Can we execute flawlessly all the way through? I guess we'll give you guys an update video
Yeah.
in a couple of days, and
Yeah.
we'll know for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the track ecosystem has been at work for over the past 6 months.
Yeah, and this is proof of it. Like this couldn't have happened without Track's contributions and
Yeah.
steady development, like in implementations to expand the scope of what you could do on Bitcoin. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's obvious, but
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah, the whole first thing is great, but you can do more than that. You can make it a little bit more complex, do different things.
Yeah, I mean, but it's difficult, right? And the interpretations of how to make things more complex, and like whether or not that aligns with Bitcoin's core ethos and stuff like this is where we're at right now. Is like a whole like an ecosystem on top of Bitcoin. Nobody has like a clear cut winning formula yet.
Yeah, that's
Nobody.
exactly right. You know how we know that? Because the fees on Bitcoin are roughly 10 sats per VByte.
Correct. So nobody had. If anybody's out there claiming like this is how some shit should be done, fuck off, dude.
Wrong.
Like, wrong. Nobody knows exactly how
Yeah.
things are supposed to be done. Whether you have theoretical papers out there, you have like tens of millions of dollars of VCs backing your narrative. Like this is how it needs to be done.
Yeah, wrong.
Until the market actually like interacts with your ideas.
Yeah,
and
until we have 100 to 200 sats per VByte every day, all day, because they're minting your meta protocol.
Yeah.
Then that's why that's when we have to, like, you figured
adjust.
it out.
Yeah, that's an adapt or die moment right
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
And that's what we're gunning for, right? It's like, let's set out this new meta and see if people like it. That's the whole point of like this bear market phase, even though, according to the charts for last days of that,
Yeah.
it's almost like Roaring Kitty has entered the chat, dude. It's like official bull market
Yeah.
vibes. But yeah, that's the whole point of what the last 3 years have been about. It's like figure out like
Yeah.
how to build something new and how to actually innovate,
Yeah. I mean, this is it, dude.
Yeah. So what's coming up next?
Yeah, so this is going to be kind of like an open platform for anybody. If you're a creator, you have some art. By the way, speaking of art, this art is not on chain yet on purpose. It's supposed to be revealed pretty soon after the mint is done.
Yeah.
And the purpose is to avoid people like discovering which ones are the rare ones.
Correct.
Right. So
Yeah, especially because these are like parsed out phases,
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, anyone can use this platform to deploy their token, their art, their application, their whatever it is, right? And choose basically any of the elements, and then have your own, decide like the price. It could be free. Decide on how many mints per wallet, a whitelist, whatever you want to do. It's all here.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely excited for that. If you have if you're inspired by this in any way, if you're a creator and you also like, you want to go down that pathway of attempting something new. If you already have a background in like generative script design, I know there's some of you guys out there. I see you, you know, this is the ultimate playground to kind of like execute on your visions, right? Because the patterns of Bitcoin are, they're bountiful, dude. They're out there.
Yeah.
I mean, even though right now there's currently only one indexed field,
right?
Still, like
there's still tons of patterns.
There's still tons you could do out of that.
I mean, I asked ChatGPT, and they said that there's tons.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, we're just getting started, man. And, like, there's a long road ahead. Obviously, this, as crude as this experience, I mean, some people might say it is. I mean, what do you expect? This is literally like ground zero.
Yeah, do something, dude.
Yeah, and again, this is a protocol framework to, like, anybody can come in and build a platform like Mscribe, right?
Yeah.
And also deploy privilege authority, NAT deployments.
Mm-hmm.
This is open and free for everybody to leverage and access, right? So, just like whenever a new entrant comes in to compete against something like a bitmap, you know, us as bitmap developers, we don't get scared by that. It was like, dude, that's a good thing. We want more people to come in and say, like, we think it should be done this way.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Please. If you think you got a better way to kind of like facilitate all this, challenge accepted. Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, and if you're an artist, you have questions on how this is done, how to do it, and like what you need to do to get started, definitely hit us up.
Yeah.
We're in Discord all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Hit us up in Twitter as well, DMs.
Yeah, we're here, guys. We're here. Yeah, and then, that's it. Let's just move forward. Feedback is definitely appreciated. We need as much of it as you guys can give us. If you think this is absolute trash, it's fine.
Yeah, let us know. All right, guys. If you have any questions, let us know in the comment section below as well. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.
Peace.